Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Serena Williams' former coach says what would happen if she played doubles with Venus Williams at the US Open this year. Serena Williams' former coach has made a bold claim about the US Open, hinting at a potential return to action for his old student. And if it were to occur, what better event than the one she won 6 times in singles, and a further 2 times in the ladies' doubles too. At this point, this is all hypothetical. There's been no suggestion that Serena Williams will be coming out of retirement to play with her sister, who has made a return to the WTA Tour in recent months. Whilst Venus Williams' desire to keep playing burns on, it remains to be seen whether her sister feels the same. However, Rick Matchie has now stated what he's almost certain would happen if the two did unite for one last dance in New York. Serena Williams' former coach hints at US Open doubles partnership. Taking to X, he has hinted at Serena's potential reemergence from retirement a few times before, but seemingly with no inside knowledge. He is merely speaking as a fan of one of the greatest players in the history of the sport, praying that the unthinkable could possibly occur. After all, Serena has been pictured hitting since her departure from the sport in 2022, as recently as July. This naturally sent fans into a frenzy, with Matchie just another tennis supporter who would obviously love to see this superstar return. And now, he has made a claim about what he's certain would happen at the US Open if they did play together come the end of this month. What did Venus Williams say about Serena Williams coming out of retirement? With Venus Williams having been granted wildcards into Washington and Cincinnati, she is well and truly back for the North American swing of the tour. And, given her legendary status, she would likely be granted entry into any event she wanted. Speaking during her official comeback event, after over a year out of the game, somehow the topic of Serena cropped up. Interestingly, she did not rule out the possibility of a comeback, telling the press, "I keep saying to my team, the only thing that would make this better is if she was here." She then joked, "Like, we always did everything together, so of course I miss her. But if she comes back, I'm sure she'll let y'all know." Venus finished by reiterating just how good Serena remains even to this day, concluding by stating, "She can take 6 months off, and she clocks it clean. You can't teach that kind of talent. She's just so good." Perhaps Matchie knows something we don't. One last dance. The Williams sisters at the US Open. The announcement came quietly. No press conference. No dramatic social media video. Just a single post from the USTA's official account. Serena and Venus Williams have accepted a wildcard entry into the women's doubles draw at the 2025 US Open. Within minutes, the tennis world erupted. Sports outlets scrambled for commentary. Fans across the globe booked flights. The sisters were back. One last time. Among those most excited was Patrick Mouratoglou, Serena's former coach of nearly a decade. When reached for comment, Patrick didn't hide his emotion. "It's poetic," he said. "It's history and maybe fate. If they play together at this US Open, well, let me tell you, something special will happen." Chapter 1: The Call. Venus was in Florida, waking up to a golden morning. She hadn't played a match in nearly a year. Serena, retired since 2022, was busy building her business empire, occasionally hinting at the itch to compete again. The sisters had kept in close contact, of course. They always did. But this time, Serena's voice had a different tone. "What if we played just one more time?" Serena said over the phone, "You mean doubles?" "Yeah. US Open. One last dance." There was a silence. "Let's do it," Venus said. Chapter 2: The Return. When Serena and Venus walked onto Arthur Ashe Stadium for a light practice a week before the tournament, the crowd that had somehow heard about the session filled the stands like it was finals day. Serena's serve, still thunderous. Venus's net play, still razor-sharp. Patrick watched from the stands, arms folded, quietly studying the rhythm between the two. "I know them better than anyone," he told a reporter nearby. "And I'm telling you, they didn't come just to wave goodbye. They came to win." He continued, "Doubles is about chemistry, intuition, anticipation. The Williams sisters don't have to talk. They've played together since they were kids. Their synergy is unmatched." "But aren't they rusty?" the reporter asked. Patrick smiled. Rust doesn't dull greatness. It just hides it for a bit. Chapter 3. The Draw. The draw placed them against the number 3 seeds in the opening round, 2 Czech powerhouses who had won Wimbledon doubles just months prior. Perfect, Serena said. Let's make a statement. The match was electric. Packed stadium, flashing cameras, A-list celebrities, and 2 legends gracing the court like they never left. First set, 7-5 Williams. Second set, 3-6 to the Czechs. Third set, a tiebreak for the ages. Down 6-3 in the breaker, Serena unleashed 3 aces in a row. Venus closed it with a delicate drop volley. They won. The crowd roared. Serena and Venus embraced, laughing like they were back in Compton, playing for slices of pizza. Chapter 4. The Buzz. The sports world lit up. Every network ran footage of the match. ESPN called it the comeback of the decade. Billie Jean King tweeted, "What a gift to see the Williams sisters compete again. Tennis history in motion." Patrick was invited onto every major talk show. "They are rewriting their own ending," he said on one segment. Not with retirement speeches, but with racket in hand, fire in the eyes. One host asked bluntly, "Do you think they could actually win the whole thing?" Patrick didn't flinch. "I think," he said, "they might be the team to beat. The field is strong, but the Williams sisters are something else. They're playing with freedom. Nothing to prove. That's dangerous." Chapter 5. The Run. Round after round, the magic continued. In the second round, they faced a young American duo, fast, aggressive, fearless. But experience prevailed. Venus's backhand was a wall. Serena's returns as brutal as ever. Quarterfinals, a 3-set thriller under the lights. The sisters saved 5 match points. By now, the entire tournament had shifted. What started as a heartwarming sideshow had become the story of the U.S. Open. "They're not just competing," said Patrick, watching from courtside. "They're evolving, adapting. It's almost supernatural." Chapter 6. The Semifinal. The semifinal was against the number 1 seeds, undisputed queens of the double circuit. The match was brutal. Rallies long, points grueling. At one point, Serena slipped, falling hard. The stadium went silent. Venus rushed over, helping her up. Serena grinned. "I'm good. Just wanted a breather." They laughed. And then, as if fueled by defiance, they took the set 6-4. Second set, a nail-biting 7-6 win. They were in the final. Chapter 7. The Final. September 8th, 2025. Women's Doubles Final. Sold-out crowd. Prime time. Celebrities, legends, former rivals. Even Roger Federer flew in to watch. Patrick stood near the tunnel, hands clasped. "This," he said softly, "is what legacy looks like." The final was majestic. Their opponents, young, powerful, ranked high, played the match of their lives. But the Williams sisters had something deeper. Muscle memory. Sisterhood. A lifetime of shared battles. Match point. Serena served wide. Venus poached the return, hitting a forehand winner down the line. Game, set, match. Serena and Venus Williams, U.S. Open doubles champions. At 43 and 45 years old. Epilogue, the interview. On court, holding their trophies, the sisters laughed and cried. "This wasn't about proving anything," Serena said into the mic. "It was about love. Love for the game, for the fans, and for each other." Venus nodded. "We just wanted to dance one more time." In the press room later, Patrick Mouratoglou sat down for an interview. "When you first heard they were coming back, you said something special would happen. Did it?" the reporter asked. Patrick chuckled. "Of course it did. I've always said, Serena and Venus don't follow tennis. Tennis follows them."